And it puts us not only before God and our beloved Lord Christ, but also to the divine within that is trying to get our attention and activate our reality with God in this plane of unfoldment. So I ask you to start this service, how do you connect with your soul? Now I know sometimes it comes in the most unexpected ways, but I think what I want to look at, because we talk a lot in this service about the importance of soul. Even our co-founder, Flowery Newhouse, Christian mystic and clairvoyant, she said that our soul that possesses us is our angel self. The purest part of us up to the beginning of divinity that enshrines us. And think about that. That soul is that gateway to our Adonai, our individuality in God, and that monad within. The inner holy of holies. And I know the great ones that founded this work said they have come to lead us into the inner holy of holies. So I feel like what I want to do today is not just talk about soul as an idea, but really say, how can we activate it? Or it's already activated. How can we put our attention within its activation? And that will be our challenge this morning. In Discipline Soul Holy Quest, the great ones through Flowery Newhouse tell us in the very first paragraph, find your inner center, the center of your inward selves. And when you have found that heart in your individuality, you will know how to think, how to react, and how to bless those who constitute your present world. Let this be your effort. Learn to keep centered. Now, when I was reading that the other day, there are some action items that lead out right here. Find your, keep centered. And so it offers us a twofold challenge, shall we say, in our daily life. The first is finding soul, that gateway to the inner holy of holies. Finding that soul, being under its radiations. And I think it's one of consciousness more than anything else. The great ones use a term, and I keep using the great ones, but it's basically the masters that are sponsoring this work. They're trying to guide us to understand there are different levels of consciousness. And they often talk about the outer world creating a netherworld consciousness that keeps our attention. And our emotions and our thoughts, they oftentimes get mulled over in that netherworld. And we have to lift that through various ways to what they call the primal consciousness, which isn't even the highest, but it gets us into that place where maybe we can be under the influence of our soul. So we want to find activities that are raising our consciousness out of that netherworld. And then keeping it becomes our real individual lesson and challenge this morning. And I put living the life with it because it really is about how we are taking that truth and putting it into practice. And we all know that truth by itself means very little. It's how we live that truth and how it's revealed through our kindness, our love, our expressions. Then it becomes activated and real. So today we're really going to be looking, our soul work is how does 1 and 2 here, finding it and keeping it. How do we do that in our daily life?